Download this code from codegive.com, link in the description below. Informatica Intelligent Cloud Services, IICS, provides a suite of tools for data integration and management, including the taskflow feature. Taskflows allow users to orchestrate and automate data integration tasks and workflows. This tutorial will explain how to create and manage taskflows in IICS, along with a code example. What is a taskflow in IICS? A taskflow is a way to define a sequence of tasks that can include data integration tasks, decision-making processes, and other operations. These tasks can include mapping tasks, data transformation, data synchronization tasks, data replication, email notifications, decision tasks, conditional logic, API calls. Key concepts. 1. Task flow, a container for a sequence of tasks. 2. Tasks, individual operations that can be executed in a task flow. 3. Parameters, variables that can be used to make task flows dynamic. 4. Triggers, events that can start a task flow. Step-by-step guide to create a task flow in IICS. Step 1. Log into IICS. 1. Navigate to the IICS login page. 2. Enter your credentials to access the IICS environment. Step 2. Create a new task flow. 1. In the IICS homepage, click on the Data Integration Service. 2. Navigate to the Task Flows section. 3. Click on the Create button to start a new task flow. Step 3. Define the task flow. 1. Name your task flow, provide a meaningful name that reflects its purpose. 2. Add tasks, click on the plus icon to add tasks to your task flow. You can add various types of tasks like mapping tasks, decision tasks, etc. Step 4. Configure each task. 1. Mapping task. If you add a mapping task, select the relevant mapping from the repository. Configure the source and target connections. Set any required parameters. 2. Decision task. If you add a decision task, define the conditions that will govern the flow. For example, you could check if a certain value in the data is greater than a threshold. 3. Email notification. You can add an email task to notify stakeholders on task completion or failure. Configure the recipient, subject, and body of the email. Step 5. Connect the tasks. 1. Use the drag and drop interface to connect the tasks in the desired order. 2. Define the flow based on the success or failure of each task. Step 6. Set parameters. 1. Define any parameters that the task flow will use. 2. Parameters can be set to make the task flow dynamic and reusable. Step 7. Save and validate. 1. Click on the Save button to save your task flow. 2. Use the Validate feature to check for any errors in the task flow configuration. Step 8. Deploy and run. 1. Once validated, you can deploy the task flow. 2. Execute the task flow manually, or set up a trigger to run it based on an event. Example task flow. Let's say we want to create a task flow that does the following. 1. Extracts data from a source, example a database. 2. Transforms the data using a mapping. 3. Loads the data into a target, example a data warehouse. 4. Sends an email notification upon completion. Example steps. 1. Add a mapping task. Select the mapping to extract data from the source. Connect it to the target. 2. Add email notification. After the mapping task, add an email notification task. Set the subject to data load completed and the body to the data has been successfully loaded into the target. 3. Decision task, optional. If you want to check if the data load was successful, add a decision task that checks the status of the previous mapping task. Sample code snippet, pseudocode. Here's a pseudocode representation of a simple task flow. Plain text. Start task flow data load process. Task, mapping task. Source, database source. Target, data warehouse. On success, proceed to email notification. On failure, send error notification. Task, email notification. 2. team@example.com. Subject, data load completed. Body, the data has been successfully loaded into the target. End task flow. Conclusion. Creating a task flow in Informatica Intelligent Cloud Services is a powerful way to automate data integration processes. By using various tasks and configuring them appropriately, you can manage complex workflows efficiently. This tutorial provided a step-by-step guide on setting up a task flow, along with an example to illustrate the process. Next steps. Explore advanced features of task flows, such as error handling and notifications. Experiment with different types of tasks and parameters to gain a deeper understanding. Integrate your task flows with other IICS services for enhanced functionality.